Did you have a comment on this? Speaking of which, yeah.
Well, thank you. I still like to think of myself as the sheriff back in Seattle, so did that for 33 years. I just look like I've been here 40 years. Mr. President, my name is Dave Reichert. I'm from Washington State, and of course, the most trade-dependent state in the country. About 1 out of every 3 jobs is connected to trade. And we've been working real hard. I'm on the Ways and Means Committee. I'm on the Trade Subcommittee. And when the Chorus Agreement, Colombia Agreement, Panama Agreement was being discussed, we formed a team that we called the Chorus Working Group. Very successful in working with then Ambassador Kirk and your administration, and really enjoyed that opportunity. We now have a group that we have organized that hopefully you've heard of. It's called the Friends of TPP. And
it's a great group.
Yes, thank you. Greg Meeks from New York, Ron Kine from Wisconsin, Charles Bastani and myself, Charles from Louisiana, have put this group together. And I just wanted to mention that our relationship with Mr. Froman, Ambassador Froman, has been excellent. Their staff has been excellent. We've been working together hard on TPP, but we all recognize, and this was the first letter discussed this morning, and I'm going to guess that that's because it's one of the most important letters, the importance of TPA. And we, as the Friends of TPP, would like to offer our help to you and meet with you. That would be an extra special treat. But staff and Mr. Froman, to see how we can gather and garner more support in Congress on both the Senate side and the House side. We're ready to work with you. The second thing I wanted to mention as far as the access to capital for small business, both the Senate and the House have been working hard on tax extenders, as you know. There is agreement in both the Senate and the House on tax extenders. It's just a disagreement on how long to extend these bills like the built-in gains tax, the R&D tax credit, which we talked about, which I think really lends itself to providing some certainty for our businesses across the country, and I think that's what they're looking for more than anything. And so again, we offer our help. Democrats and Republicans sit at the table today. We offer our help to all of you. I'm a charter member of the group, and happy to be here, and it's just an honor and a pleasure to be here with you this morning, sir, and I appreciate the time to make some comments.
Well, I appreciate you, Congressman, for the work you're doing. Obviously, Kirsten and our outstanding Minnesota Senator, who we're going to be seeing, Amy, and
I thanked her for Jared Allen earlier.
Yeah,
she really believes in exports.
That could be very helpful.
Yeah.
I will tell you that the work we're doing around these big trade deals, the work that Mike is doing, is as ambitious as anything that we've done in a very long time. And there have been some questions raised about, well, is now the time for trade? And I think in some cases, issues have surfaced around its impact on environmental standards or labor standards. And what I say to folks who are concerned about these issues is you should get all the facts, you should raise all your questions, but oftentimes people are fighting battles from 20, 25, 30 years ago. The truth of the matter is today, the issue is not whether a company can move to China. If they wanted to move, they could move under the current regime. The question is, can we start getting more companies to come back? Can we raise standards in the Asia-Pacific region? Can we make environmental and labor standards and intellectual property protections strong enough? Because that will advantage our companies. And that's what this trade deal does. It's going to lower some barriers, but a lot of what these trade deals are doing is strengthening standards in such a way that companies that play by the rules and countries that play by the rules are going to benefit, and those who are skirting the rules are going to find that there are stronger enforcement mechanisms in place than there have been in the past. And nowhere is that more true than in something like intellectual property. We just talked about innovation. It's tough to innovate if you know that somebody's going to do a knockoff of your innovation 6 months later and undercut your market. So I really appreciate the work that you're doing on this. It is going to be a bipartisan piece of legislation. I will be happy to meet with friends of TPP. I think it's probably more important for me to meet with the enemies of TPP. But you know, it's always nice to get some encouragement before I go into the lion's den. But obviously we'd benefit from some strategizing, figuring out how we want to frame the issues, what questions other members have heard that they're most concerned about that we can respond to. So with that, I've got my cue that I'm going to a meeting that's probably not as fun as this one, but important as well. I just want to say to Jim and Ursula and to everybody on the council, thank you so much for your leadership. We really appreciate it. All right?
Thank you. Thank you.